how to convert a decimal number to the binary system. As the decimal number, let's imagine we have the number 19, and a decimal number is actually our everyday numbers, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And as the binary system, we can think about, let's say, a secret code that we need to divide and conquer. So the first thing that we need to have is the decimal number. And then we can simply divide this number by 2. So let's say 19 divides by 2, we're going to have 9. However, 9 plus 9 is equal to 18. So the number 19, we cannot actually divide it evenly. So we're going to have here a remainder, that is the number 1. And the number 9 is our quotient. And we need to do this step again. So 9 divided by 2 is equal to 4. And the remainder is 1. 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. And the remainder is 0. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1 as the quotient, and the remainder is 0. And we need to do it one more time. So 1 divided by 2 is equal to 0, and the remainder is 1. We actually done here. However, the last step is we need to write those remainders backwards, and this is the answer. So let's say the last number that I have is the number 1, and then 0. So let's write this backwards. 1, 0, and then 0 again. So 0, and then 1. So 1, and 1, 1. So this is the binary. And we know that the 19 is the decimal number. So basically, this is how we can convert decimal to binary. Very simple. Now let's try a different example with a larger number. Maybe we can take here the number 100, let's say. 100 is our number. We're going to have the quotient and also the remainder. 100 divided by 2 is going to be equal to 50, and the remainder is 0. 50 divided by 2 is equal to 25, and the remainder is 0. 25 divided by 2 is going to be equal to 12, and the remainder is equal to 1. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and the remainder is 0. 6 by 2 is 3, and the remainder is 0 again. 3 by 2 is 1, and the remainder is 1. And 1 by 2 is 0, and the remainder is 1. So we're done. Now let's write this backwards using the results of the remainder. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. This binary number is equal to the decimal number 100. So this is how, again, we can convert a decimal number to the binary system. Another thing that we can do is we can take the binary number and convert to the decimal number. However, the steps are a little bit different. So if you want to see a free video like this one right here on how to convert a binary number to the decimal number, let me know, comment down below. And of course, if I already did the video, I'm gonna leave the link in the description down below. Okay, so just click in the description and you can watch this video, binary to decimal. But now let's move on to the third example. Now let's take a larger number, 1500. And of course, we're going to have the quotient and also the remainder. Maybe for this number, we're gonna need to use 2 rows of divisions. So let's say 1500 divided by 2 is going to be equal to 750, and the remainder is 0. 750 divided by 2 is equal to 375, and the remainder again is going to be 0. 375 divided by 2 is equal to 187 as the quotient, and the remainder is 1. 187 divided by 2 is 93, and the remainder is 1 again. 93 divided by 2 is equal to 46, and the remainder again is 1. 46 divided by 2 is going to be equal to 23, and the remainder is 0. 23 divided by 2 is 11, and the remainder here is going to be 1. Let's move on to the next row. 11 divided by 2 is going to be 5, and the remainder is 1. 5 by 2 is 2, and the remainder is 1. 2 by 2 is 1, and the remainder is 0. 1 by 2 is 0, and the remainder is 1. Now we're done, and the last step is we need to write down the answer of the remainders backwards. So we're going to have 1 as the last number, and then 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this is the binary number to our decimal number, that is 1,500. So that's it, guys. This is how we can convert a decimal number to the binary system. And of course, if you have any questions or if you want to see a different subject, let me know, comment down below, and I see you tomorrow, because every day has a new video.